Hey everyone, today I'll be reviewing a very popular drive by LaCie, the Mobile Drive Secure in the 5TB option. This one is not the rugged version, but instead it's in a metal plastic enclosure in space gray, as you can see here. LaCie is a common brand that you can find sold in like Apple stores, and it pairs well with their space gray products. And you can also, of course, use this for Windows as well as Mac. And I get this question a lot, if this drive would be compatible with my PS4, PS5, or Xbox or whatever. As long as your device supports an external drive, then this will be compatible, including iPads with USB-C that can support external drives. It does include a few additional software if you want to register the product with them. This is owned by Seagate, so it uses a couple of Seagate products, and it also comes with 1 month of Adobe Creative Cloud. But a lot of hard drives in this class also come with additional software features like this, so it's not really a reason to get this drive over another. This drive is still a spinning hard drive that can support around 130 megabytes per second read and write speeds. It supports up to USB 3.2 Generation 1 via USB-C, but you can also transfer if you have a Thunderbolt 3 or 4 port. You just won't get those Thunderbolt speeds. What you get out of the box initially is simply the instruction manual or warranty information on how to download some of the included software, also a unit-specific password if you wanted to use the Seagate protection. Next in line is the drive and plastic protection. We'll get to that in just a second, but before, let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories, which is just a single USB-C to USB-C cable. It's about 16 inches long, and there's no other included adapter to say USB-A, which is a little bit disappointing to see for such an expensive drive. So keep that in mind if you do need to get an adapter. And last but not least, here is the drive itself. You can see that it is an aluminum space gray enclosure. Matches pretty nicely with my MacBook Pro that's also in space gray, and also my Dell laptop, which is also a type of gray. It's aluminum on both sides with some plastic ridges in between. You can see one of the sides has the USB-C port as well as an LED indicator for when it is ready for data transfer. The light will flash rapidly if it is actively reading or writing. And I'm happy to report that the connection point between the drive and the cable is very secure, something I always check due to past experiences of poor connections. The back side, even though it's the same material, it has the serial number printing as well as the storage size option and regulatory information. As for dimensions, it is roughly 4.5 inches in length, 3.25 inches in width, and 3/4 inches in height. That translates over to about 273.5 grams. Which is the heaviest external hard drive that I've owned to date, and I've definitely reviewed quite a number of them, so you can check out my channel if you're interested. Plugging it in for the first time either into your Mac or Windows computer, there is additional links that will take you to where you can download or register your unit for this additional free software. But since it's compatible with both Mac and Windows, it is formatted exFAT, so there's no additional formatting that you need in order for it to be compatible with either of those two systems. And out of curiosity, I also reformatted it to APFS, the default formatting for Mac computers. And here is the initial speed test when the drive is completely empty. And you can see the read and write speeds really average out to that 130 megabytes per second, which I am quite pleased about. Not all the time that manufacturers actually perform to what they advertise for. Hint, hint, wink, wink. I'm looking at you, SanDisk and Crucial. I ran the same 5GB stress test again a few weeks later when I've utilized the drive quite a bit and it's about half full, and I'm happy to report that the speeds are still roughly the same. But to put into perspective, these speeds are not probably what you need for video editing or photo editing or any intensive editing tasks. So this is what I would recommend you get if you just need like a storage device to back up your data and are not constantly reading or writing off the drive. Another thing I do like about this particular drive, despite it being more expensive and heavier than the other drives that I've owned, is that it runs pretty quietly and it also runs pretty coolly as well. I don't have any temperature issues when transferring large files over a long period of time. But as with a lot of large size hard drives like this, they tend to have a little bit more difficulty when ejecting. Multiple times I've had to wait or have to completely shut down my computer just to eject this 5TB drive. I do also own another 5TB drive, the WD Black game drive. You can check out my video I've done already on that. In comparison, the WD drive is a little bit lighter, a little bit more compact than this particular drive, but again, it's kind of built for a kind of different clientele, the gaming market. The one element of that drive I wish that this LaCie drive included was some grips on the bottom. As you can see, the LaCie drive is just really silky smooth everywhere around it, so it's going to slip and slide if you're trying to plug this in on a smooth surface. And this is a portable hard drive versus one of those desktop external hard drives, so I think grips are definitely a necessary component. But clearly the design focus here is to look sleek next to your space gray computer and not stand out too much, and that goes all the way down to how small the light indicator is. At 130 megabytes read and write speeds, it's pretty average in terms of performance. Having reviewed so many different portable hard drives, including SSDs and spinning hard drives, this one doesn't particularly stand out of the pack. It is at a premium, so you're really paying for the sleeker design, the quieter performance, and maybe a little bit of peace of mind if you opt into their provided software. Although you can buy this from Apple at its really ridiculous retail price, you can save a lot of money if you really want this drive by picking it up on Amazon. As usual, I have the link in the description if you're interested. Smash that like button if you found this video helpful and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.